Was Michael Rousseau, the CEO, well, soon to be former CEO of Air Canada, just fired? Well, not officially, but it certainly looks like he was forced out. It was on March 30th that the airline's board of directors announced that Rousseau would be retiring by the end of the third quarter of 2026, after, quote, nearly 2 decades of strong and dedicated leadership. But was it really a willing and intentional retirement, or was there something else going on? Let's take a look. Yes, the official company line is that Rousseau has announced his retirement. However, his announced departure comes amid a major controversy following the recent Air Canada Express tragedy at New York LaGuardia. The CEO offered condolences via a video message, but only in the English language. While some may be left wondering what the big deal is, Canadians, particularly French Canadians, already know where the executive went wrong: the absence of the same message in French. But it wasn't so much about the one oversight following the accident as much as it was about the CEO's general lack of French language ability. While it's not a rule that all CEOs in Canada need to be bilingual, this is Air Canada we're talking about, the nation's flag carrier, and one that's headquartered in the most French part of Canada, Quebec. And while Montreal is probably the most multilingual city in the province, language has most certainly been a sensitive subject in that part of the country. As One Mile at a Time points out, Rousseau has lived there for a long time and apparently not put sufficient effort into learning French. The Anglophone taking the lead of Canada's main airline stood in stark contrast to his predecessor, Galin Rovanescu, who was fluent in both English and French. Rovanescu, born in Romania, came to Canada at the age of 6, speaking neither English nor French. Indeed, in a 2019 podcast, Rovanescu discussed how he understood the language dynamic in Quebec and was quoted as saying, "If you wanted to succeed in Quebec, you needed to be able to speak French fluently." And so our guess is that Air Canada's board won't be making the same mistake again. On the topic of finding a successor, the airline states that work has been underway for more than 2 years on a comprehensive internal development program for high-potential executives. It's added that an external global search was commenced in January 2026 to identify potential additional candidates with the skills and experience to lead Canada's national airline, proudly headquartered in Montreal, Quebec. The airline press release adds, "The board will consider a number of performance criteria in assessing candidates, including the ability to communicate in French. Mr. Rousseau has agreed to remain available as needed to ensure a seamless and smooth transition." We're sure that bit about communicating in French was a very intentional inclusion. So, what do you think of Air Canada's CEO departing over this language controversy? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.